Let's go, champ. What's good with it, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real talk boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. Feeling a lot better. I woke up this morning and I was coughing pretty good. My headache went away. My lightheadedness went away. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Had a decent workout this afternoon. Came home and raked some leaves. After that, I did 10 rounds on a heavy bag. I'm starting to slow down on the rigorous training because we're getting close. I have to I have to say that I'm not in the shape that I was back in July because my back has not allowed me to do certain things that I usually would do, like run miles at a time and skip a lot of rope. But for the most part, I'm in decent shape. And I should be ready for the 23rd or the 24th with my match against AJ. But nevertheless, I'm here to talk to you about Deontay Wilder. Yes, Deontay Wilder. Me and Deontay Wilder have a lot of history, man. You know, my very first video on this channel was about Deontay Wilder. I was on my way home from church and something said, post this video on YouTube about the very first Deontay Wilder. No, the second fight against Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And that loss, his first loss ever in the professional ring. And I posted the video, and the next morning I woke up and I was like, what's wrong with YouTube? Because I shouldn't have this many views. It was crazy. Then it led to people saying, hey, man, I like your content. You should put more on here. And then, boom, Real Talk Boxing started. So appreciate you, Deontay Wilder. My question to you is, all you good people out there in YouTube, should he retire? Because I saw the interview with him and that annoying Kevin Hart. Like, he's funny, but I can only take so much of Kevin Hart. It's kind of like Chris Rock. Like, Chris Rock is funny, but I can only take so much of his voice. And it just starts like nails on a chalkboard, you know. But anyway, there was a lot of questions that were asked. But when Kevin asked him, what's next for you in boxing? And I'm pretty sure you guys seen this. Deontay was like, well, I don't know. I might call it quits. I might not. I've achieved everything that I said I was going to achieve. He said he told his daughter once he was a certain age that he would become heavyweight champion of the world. He did that. But let's back up. Y'all know I've had a lot of... I just never liked Deontay Wilder much. As a person, as a fighter, I respected him as a fighter. But as a person, I thought that he was very, very arrogant, very narrow-minded. A lot of things that he would say I thought were racist. I'm just being real with y'all right now. And he just rubbed me the wrong way. The wrong way. And then when all the allegations started, man, then when all these excuses started, it just even made me not respect him even that much more. You know what I'm saying? But you got to give it to him. He started boxing at the age of 21. 21. He was an adult when he started boxing. Went to the Olympics and won a bronze medal. Can't hate on that. Can't hate on that. He's achieved a lot. And it's true. You know, it is true. Like I've said, I never really respected how he conducted himself outside of the ring. But for strapping up, getting in there, going mano-a-mano with other men, I've always respected that. Always. And boy, I've gotten more hate from Deontay Wilder fans than any other fan. Oh, I don't know. You Ryan Garcia fans are pretty radical too. You Ryan Garcia fans, y'all be tripping too. But it's a close race, almost neck and neck. But you Deontay Wilder fans really came across my head a whole lot in my few years of being, on this channel. But nevertheless, Deontay Wilder said that I have set out certain goals. I've accomplished them. I've surpassed that. What more is there for me to prove? I gained respect for Deontay Wilder in his last fight and his loss, his second loss. Suffered a devastating knockout. But before that, I believe Deontay Wilder came into that fight knowing he was going to lose. I think he came into that fight knowing what his fate was. But he faced it anyway. Do y'all know what kind of cards that takes, man? What kind of balls that takes to get into a ring with a man who you know is going to knock you out? Who you know is going to beat you? A lot of respect. For not only that, he almost had Tyson Fury. Knocked him down. Hurt him more than once. And got up from multiple knockdowns. How can you not respect Deontay Wilder after that? Listen, this is just my opinion. After that fight, all the disrespect, not the disrespect, all the respect that I didn't have for Deontay Wilder, it just, like, come on. Like, yeah, he lost. And I wasn't celebrating. I wasn't throwing a party like the second fight when he lost the first time. Man, I'm telling y'all, I threw a freaking party. A party. People wanted to kill me. Well, certain people wanted to kill me in that movie theater when I was turning backflips and doing side teeps and spin kicks, and certain people wanted to hurt me. But I didn't do that in this last fight, in this trilogy fight. I didn't do that. I felt for him. I had an enormous amount of respect for him. And in that moment, I said he should retire. I said after this, he should retire. There ain't nothing else he needs to prove. Now, do I think that there's other heavyweights out there that he can fight and beat? Yeah, I do. Tyson Fury thinks that he can beat everybody else other than him. He said Deontay Wilder will be heavyweight champion again and encourages him not to hang up the gloves. Even though Tyson, he's got one foot out the door, I believe. But I honestly think that Deontay Wilder has made enough money, has proved a lot of people wrong, and in his defeat, gained so many more fans and so much more respect from others, including myself. So I do think that he should retire. And I'm not saying that out of hate. I ain't throwing shade. I'm saying this dude had a spectacular fight his last outing. Had great spots in that fight. Went into this fight knowing what was going to happen. And he faced his fear. And he went out on his shield, face down. And I ain't saying that being funny. I do think he should retire, enjoy his family, go into other endeavors. I'd like to see him act. I'd like to see him in movies, to be honest with you. I would love to see Deontay Wilder in freaking movies. I think he should start acting. Myself. That's just me. I can just see him on the big screen doing something. But I got mad respect for Deontay Wilder now. No more animosity. None of that anymore. From this point on, I ain't got nothing else bad to say about the man. Well, I really never did in the beginning. I just spoke the truth, and people who loved Deontay Wilder couldn't stand that. They didn't like it. And some of it was my opinion, but for the most part, it was the truth. But if you ask me, real talk boxing, there comes a time when every fighter needs to hang up the gloves. You can't fight forever. You can't fight forever. You've achieved your goal. You ain't got nothing else to prove. Hang them up. Sometimes Father Time comes creeping in on you too. You got to hang them up. You can't fight forever. So Deontay Wilder, If I was in your shoes, I'd hang them up. But never mind what I think. I want to know what you think. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up. I'm out of here. Click, click. Boom.